Greetings, Minecrafters, and welcome to another Minecraft discussion on all things well-being. My name is Kimberly Quinn, and I am ecstatic to be out here in the sunshine on the gorgeous Champlain College campus with the Adirondacks and Lake Champlain behind me. It's amazing. So, okay, we're talking about Minecraft, which is about becoming the boss of your brain. And today I want to talk about how, life gives us quizzes. Sometimes midterm, sometimes final exams. Of course, that is my context. I'm in academia. It gives us, we have to learn it to go to the next one, or just keep showing up wearing different pants, right? So specifically, I want to talk about worthiness quizzes. And I'll tell you, this has been my lifelong, repeat. You almost got it, but you missed questions 8, 9, and 10. So we're going to have you do it over. And then, you think like you're getting, you got a C, and then like a C+, and then whoops, you slid. And so I kind of wanted to talk about that. So here's the thing, is that when we're starting to feel worthy, and I wish I could kind of hold my frame up. We've done a lot with the framework, and we're in our frame, we're doing great, then we can sometimes just slide into all the old habits, right, of peering outside the frame and getting into other people's frames and caring about what they think. Does not matter. We don't give a fat rat's ass what anyone thinks about us except what we think. It just only matters what we think. And even when we're kind of along on our way with beginning to feel worthy and loving ourselves and solid in our own frames, we can still slide sometimes. And I think I mentioned I had a situation, and it's not like a huge situation, it's actually subtle, which is more often how they happen. They can be big and huge, but they don't have to be. It was professionally. I was just trying to kind of make something work that just wasn't meant to, right? And I was like, oh, I don't get it. And then I caved into it, let myself get a little upset, and then I was reminded, what are you doing? You got outside your frame for a bit. I don't need to fit in with anybody but me. That's it. I just don't. Again, it can be like as subtle as a conversation. It doesn't have to be in the teenage sense of fitting in with a group necessarily, but it can be a conversation, or it can be anywhere in the middle of that. It doesn't have to be, gigantic. And this wasn't. I just caught myself. I'm like, oh my God, I let myself cave to that. I let myself think about it way too much. And so here's the thing, what we want to do. So the number one thing, which in retrospect I didn't do, but now I will, because I passed that quiz eventually. Now hopefully all that lesson's done now, is if you start to feel yourself about to say something or do something, while you're feeling that grumbly inner conflict happening, ask yourself, okay, is what I'm about to say or do going to bring me peace, inner peace, or is it going to bring that grumblies, like the grumblies of the inner conflict? Because I actually remember feeling that low grade, don't do this, but I wasn't listening to the whispers. I'm just being truthful. So whatever it is you're about to say or do, even if it's subtle, ask yourself, if I'm about to say this, do this, change or adjust myself in whatever way, is this for inner peace or is this for conflict? That's the number one. And the second one, which I also got caught up in, is never, ever, ever get caught up in defending yourself. Again, even if it's small, it's just, I believe this, I like pork fried rice instead of white rice, and this is why. No, you don't need to, who cares? It's not, you don't have to defend yourself at all, ever. And or defend, in any way, or defend how you feel and why how you feel is justified. And I'm sure it is. That's not even the point. But it isn't your job to explain that to other people. Who cares? The thing is, we can go along silently, being good people and being effective and making a difference and all that without saying any of it to anyone. It's not their business, really. Okay, and then okay, and then we evaluate after, I'm talking about the thing that actually I allowed to happen. I did. I really did some self-awareness stuff with that, because I'm like, well, how did that happen after all these years? I'm like, I guess you just needed the quiz one more time. And I really gave some thought to how did that feel. The answer was not good, and all that stuff. And anyway, so that's really what we're talking about. So the number one is there's two things. Number one is ask yourself, if I say or do this, is it going to bring you peace or bring me inner conflict? And number two is never, ever, ever defend yourself. That is it. Short and sweet. Pass your worthiness quiz. Everything we've got is already inside of us. People go looking outside, you know, because they think the solutions are out here in the universe and all that. The universe is in here. The divine is in here. Your connection is in here. That's it. This is Kimberly Quinn signing off from the beautiful Champlain College campus. Have a mindful, worthy day.